What's up everyone, welcome to my channel again. And today, I'm going to talk about quality of this car. So before we start today's video, click the subscribe button and also follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook page. The link are in the description below. And today I'm going to talk about the quality of this car. And also, I know that this is a cheap car. Well, I mean 40,000 is not really cheap for everyone, but compared to car in general, a Proton is considered a cheap car. So I know I should not expect a good quality on this car, but I think it's worth to mention about the quality of this car, since it is a car that a lot of people are considering it. So let me stop here and I'll talk you through the interior of the car. So first, I'm going to talk about the aircon vent. Well, this one in particular. Well, as you can see, the aircon vent is already like bent. And if you look at the other side, it is very normal. So why is that happening? Well, it is not because of it reshaped over time. Well, because last time I used a mobile phone holder, which is like a clip that clip on the aircon vent, and I clip on that, and several months later, it started to reshape. I think it's because of the heat. Since my car is black color, it absorbs a lot of heat, and during like this kind of weather, it will feel like an oven inside. So I guess it is because of the heat and also the clip that make the aircon vent reshape. So this is a quality issues, but I don't think it will be faced by everyone. So next, let's move on to the next issues. So beside the aircon vent, next is this thing, the bonnet lever. And if you look closely, it is like already like slanted to right. This side is a little bit protrude out, and this side is, well, it moved in a little bit. So it's like the whole lever is already like slanted like this. So I don't know what's the issue, but this is another quality problem here. So this is the lever, and moving on to the door trim. Well, you can see, well, this is a little bit loose already. Well, it is not a reliability thing, because this thing already loose from the time I bought the car. So it is already like this since the start of getting of this car. And if I lock the window, you have no issues. It is not loosened. But when I unlock the window, you can hear the tick sound when I press it a little bit. Well, this is another quality issues. And next is the rearview mirror. Well, after a few years, the rearview mirror has been like loosened a little bit, and I was afraid to use the night switch, because if I pull it, it moved the whole mirror. So this is another thing that is already loosened after few years of ownership. And I guess that's the only three quality issues I have on this car, on the interior. And next, well, this thing is very important to note, because it is a thing that you use a lot, which is the utility hook. So how is the quality of utility hook on this car? So for the utility hook, it is on passenger side here, and well, as you can see, it is still solid. You can even hear the sound. So just to clarify, I use the utility hook a lot. Like when I tapao something or when I buy something, I always hook my plastic bag at the hook. I always close it and open it. But after like 3 years of ownership, now it's almost 4 years I think, the utility hook is still solid. And while for other things, it is still very solid, very intact. For example, the aircon knob, it is still very solid. this button are still very solid, and well, I'm not going to talk about the aftermarket things. And also the gear, it is still very solid. It is still very solid. The handbrake also is still very solid. And next is the door stopper. Well, as you can see, I try to open the door and it is still working very good. As you can see, it is still working very good, even on the incline. And how about the exterior? Well, I don't think exterior is really issues, because it is all depends on how you take care of your car. Like do you have any accident before, or do you clean it with a correct method? Do you use the automatic machine? Well, fun fact is that in the owner's manual, it is actually written that they are not recommending the automatic washing machine because it might scratch your paint. And how about the engine, the powertrain? Well, my fuel economy is still the same from the time I bought my car, and the engine sound is still good. I mean, if you use a RON 97, it sounds a little bit smoother, and if you use a 95, it sounds a little bit rougher, but the difference is very minimal because since this car is tuned to RON 95 tuning, so there's not much different. And do the engine degrade? Well, I don't think it degrades anything. It still works like how it should. It still works like brand new. I mean, the engine of course is aged, but it still works like brand new. And that's the engine. How about other stuff? Well, I have some issues with the clutch pump, which I already fixed it. You can check out on this video that I already fixed it, and it is not a common problem. Like, it is safe to say that I have that problem because of unlucky. Well, it is safe to say that because it is not a very common problem. So it is not a thing for you to worry about, but I think it's worth to be honest and tell you about the problem on this car. So that's it. That's the quality of this Proton Persona. And if you want to ask anything, you can feel free to ask in the comment section below. And if you find this video informative or you like this video, do click the like button, and also do subscribe to me, because well, most of the viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.